I had a strong opposition to what was going on in the world as far as terrorism. So I did my patriotic duty and I enlisted. But while I was there, that came at a cost. I got blown up a couple times, lost consciousness. And just getting shot at every day. Not every day, but getting shot with the frequency that we did. You really had to change the way you saw things. And, I thought I was doing fine. I was a staff sergeant, I was a senior sniper. My career was looking good. They sent me to recruiting, and that's when everything went haywire. I started developing these delusions of being investigated, of, being followed. It was an overwhelming sense of paranoia. It got to the point where I wasn't able to perform my duties as a recruiter.
After 3 months of him being home and when everything started settling, I started noticing he wasn't sleeping well. He wasn't eating. He was very stressed. Before he came back, his first deployment, they sat, all the family members down and they said, these are the types of symptoms you might see in your soldier when he comes back. And he was exhibiting all of them.
When we do pre and post SPECT scans, we get an idea of what changes can sometimes be affected with the use of hyperbaric oxygen, and we typically do see definite changes in the SPECT scan. For instance, it's very common that we see significant improvement in sleep patterns, even for people with severe PTSD.
We found out immediately after we exposed them to the concentrated oxygen that you receive when you go through a hyperbaric oxygen treatment is that those red stem cells that were dormant come to life, and immediately the healing process begins.
As one patient pointed out, he said, I feel like I can actually carry on a conversation now. I'm not constantly having to follow my train of thought or think about what I'm saying.
There's two changes that I say have happened biggest that I never would have thought possible by just breathing. The ability to handle my anxiety attacks now without medication at home, and my mental clarity to hold a conversation and focus even with other distractions and stay on topic, because there was times that I'd be staring at you and I'd be speaking and all of a sudden I'd go blank and you'd go ahead and tell me, oh, well, you were talking about this, and I'd be like, oh yeah, but what was I saying? I just completely blanked out.
They need help coming home. Some of these soldiers were 18, 19 years old when they left to Iraq, Afghanistan, and to the different places of war. Even the soldiers that were in the Gulf War, they've never truly been home. We need to help. We need to work with physicians. We need to work with therapists to get them back to a place where they can start their life over. And that is what the 22 Project mission is. It is collaborating with other people, other charities, other donors to work to get this soldier or this veteran back to a place where they can integrate back into society.